in my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many, be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Trailing me, back to back. Back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' they gon' heat me up, I've been trying to keep it cool with these little, they tried to start up, too late, my finger was already on it, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie, say it with your chest, got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, bro, they heard somebody stretch, in your feelings by the better get a grill, tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip, I got right here for show, I make everybody dip, went to visit granny, she say, what's that poking out your heel, I told bro to walk behind so he can catch me if I slip, she begging me to take a sip, first she drove the boat, then she like a ship, first you load it up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, no wrinkle clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me.
Get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. They're passing out deep, I'm cold with the my little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Drippin' money, clear splash, I'm covered in bells. But I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go federal. I pour up, I don't measure. I soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up. I'm fed up, it's pressure. It's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on. It may say my jolly. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My Lil Wayne, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers then from her, this wasn't a landslide. Ain't gonna be no good this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any save on that issue, I'm going 50, and then the got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin.
Fate, a shiny place, lacking someone for all his face. So full of praise, I just wanna get back up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around.
I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him, I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hands up in the sky, and we keep getting and let you down, that you cannot deny.
We're glowing light, keep shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight, when we wanna go up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around.
I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator.
your age. Ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski. A chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a bounce.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you're going to look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 red.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Yellow, black 40, need old blue.
Here's Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Black shot, yellow, 20, ready.
To throw now, here's Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is
Here we
3rd and
go.
goal.
Red, 33, yellow.
Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Set. Black, 95.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Set.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Hot 70, hot.
They'll run here with a rookie. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Cougar 19, Warrior 70, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Here's Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Smack, 45. White, ready.
Throwing. Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. No score after one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Claws red. Let's go. Red, yellow, 10 black.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Down. Blaster, thick, beauty, yellow, black, ultra. Ready.
Now Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
48-yard line.
Ready.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
19, 18. Drop 50, drop 50. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got Lane. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
Ready.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And the Washington first down.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Come on.
To throw is Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Daniels. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Alec Pierce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 7, Packers 3. Jake Moody taking off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On the ready. Set. Field. Black. Yellow. 22. Cut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Hold it ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you talk about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
19, 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Daniels looking to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Krosky Merritt. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Daniels going to keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 18. Pioneer.
Throwing now is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Black shot. Here we go. Set. Red. 38. Ready.
Final play of the half. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Warriors 17, cut by team. Cut, trap 60, trap 60.
Daniels from the gun on third down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get this to the third. Yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
79 Broncos. Viking 18. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is Ertz with it, right side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Give to Krosky Merritt. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set, smash, red, 38. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
52 blue. Ready?
And Watson has it right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Ball
First
red.
and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Blue 32. Hut, hut.
Play action this time with Love. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 33. Yellow. Hut, hut.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. It's into the hands of Krosky Merritt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Let's go now.
At the 47-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Check.
Back to throw. Daniels setting up the screen. Kroski married. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Here's Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Viking 18. Riggs. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
6. Come on, set, seal, black. 60 red. Set.
Love from the gun. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Down. 50, green. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On the jump. Brings up 2nd and 2.
60 average. 60 average. Ready? Stop. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Daniels. Throw left side, complete. That's Lane. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now Daniels going to keep it. That's complete to Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Go.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky-Merrick. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And the Washington first down.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got a man on the comeback route. That's McLaurin. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Alec Pierce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready? Ready?
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
And 11 at the 34-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Let's go. Black 40. Stay.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 21.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Come on. Hey. 70, get my wolf.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Back to throw. Able to find Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
6, mega, down, 10 black. Hey, go.
Love looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Green jack. 33, yellow.
Now Love. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's second and 10.
Wait.
Love. Incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Set, cut.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Packers, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right.
On time.
It's tricky. It's tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.
Tricky. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early.
These girls are really, all they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy.